Hey, what's going on, miners? Today we're going to be talking about the 30 days of vast AI, and let's get right into it. So, as you know, I did a test approximately 1 month ago for vast AI, and this is a GPU marketplace that people can rent GPUs essentially. So, I did this test for 30 days, and there were some updates on Twitter I did here and there when I was at Mining Disrupt and kind of was showing you guys everything that was going on. But let's go ahead, let's get into exactly how much, not profit, but revenue, right? Because I didn't have a meter on the particular machine, so I can't say what is profit and not profit. I will be putting a 120 volt watt meter on this rig for the next duration, but I have to wait until August 31st to where the machine can be put down. And this way, because the registration ends at that time, then this way I can officially reset the machine and be able to put the watt meter on and not take a reliability hit right there. So let's go ahead and let's get into my earnings. So you could see right here that I have a pending payment of $34.50, but that is after the 25% from Vast AI. So it was more like $40. It's going to be around $41. And as you can see, I have $3.62. It sucks that they take their cut out and I can't see that. So, but Vast AI does take 25%. So roughly if I had $40, that means I get like $30 essentially, right? So I had like 42 and change. So let's go ahead and let's compare this to a standard 3060. What would a standard 3060 make right now from a revenue standpoint, not from profitability, just pure revenue? Let's just compare the numbers here. So we're going to put 4250 on here because remember, Vast takes out a quarter, but that should count against our revenue, right? Because it's just how much we've generated. Like, see, I've generated 362, but Vast has taken 90 cents. So we're gonna do another plus 362. That's the total generated I've generated over 30 days is $46 and about 12 cents. So let's go ahead and let's get over to hashrate.no and let's figure out exactly what a 3060 would make you from a revenue standpoint. Okay, so the most not profitable, I'll say that's a bad word to use. The coin that's going to generate you the most revenue right now is going to be is mining this Gemlink, but or it could be the Conceal, right? That's like 30 cents. This one is rare. You could tell that these ones usually don't pop up, but we'll do it at 32 cents. Why not? Let's do 32 cents. Let's give you guys the benefit of the doubt here. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to take out our notepad and we're going to mark down exactly what we had before with Vast AI. The important factor is, though, here is a lot of people don't understand this. Even though this revenue is approximately 5 times greater, the GPU is actually not being utilized the entire time. Granted, there is a few days that you don't get picked up here and there, okay, but it's from a revenue standpoint. I did 5 times what a typical GPU mining card does, right? 5 times. With that being said, though, is if the GPU isn't pulling all the time and the work and someone's not always using the machine, but they rented it for, we'll say, a week, and then they use it for a day, and they end up not using that time, guess what? Your rig's still on, and they still paid for it. So you're still collecting money. So the whole point of this is I'm going to be testing the next stint of my phase is going to be me putting on a watt meter, and I'm gonna reset everything, and I'm actually going to watch specifically. I'm gonna reset the actual kilowatt hours, and at the end of 30 days from that, I'm gonna take the kilowatt hours and then put it against my power rate, and then we're gonna see exactly to the T how much that rig cost me in power and how much profit I made. I guarantee you the profit difference is going to be massive. Because I've seen the rig, I watch it here and there, and most of the time the GPU and everything's not even being used that much. It's maybe 25 to 30% load. So it's very little, and you're getting paid very, very well. I guarantee you the profit difference as far as how many times more it's going to be is going to be huge, but I can't wait to do this test on the next 30-day run. It's going to be insane. Now, when you start getting into cards that are more like 4090s, like I want to do a comparison here. So this is my comparison, and this is what I did over my 30 days, right? But I want to do I'm going to come down here, and I want to do a 4090 8-card rig. We're not even going to use like what it costs to build these rigs, because these rigs are going to cost a crap load of money, right? But I just want to do from a revenue standpoint what the difference is in revenue on vast versus GPU mining. Right here it says from a revenue standpoint, and we're just going to use revenue numbers because I don't have any 4090s, so it's going to be hard to. This is a theoretical test, right? So, but let's go ahead and do this. So you're going to generate $1 from each 4090, and we're going to have 8. So we're just going to say it's going to be $8 a day times 30 days. That's $240 for mining, and that's going to be what, 208 times 30 days. Yeah, it's $240. That's exactly what that rig will generate you in 1 month for revenue, right? Look at all of these 8-card rigs that are unavailable. Everything that is grayed out is unavailable. These are all rented. These are all 8-card 4090 rigs. All of them. There's more. See, I can click down here. I click more. The only one that's available is a 12-card rig. But I don't want to use that for this example. I want to use a 8-card rig. So $4.80, 480, 520, 380, 480, 520. So I mean, let's just do 580. Okay, that's kind of a high one. We're in between really like 480 and 520. So why don't we just call it an even $5 an hour? Okay, because that's what they pay. But some people also charge for internet services and other stuff like that, right? Or you know what? Here, how about this? Because I want the numbers to be real. Let's go ahead and let's do the 12 GPUs. And all we got to do is just add a few numbers in here. We'll add another. So if we added another 4 cards to this, that's going to be another $4 a day. So it's going to be 12. So it's just going to be $300. It's just going to be $360, right? That's what that thing's going to make in 30 days. $360. Because we have a perfect example. If you hover over this, it tells you how much you're paying for the internet, how much you're paying for the actual space of the hard drives and all that other stuff. Okay, you would generate $5,534.64 a month if this rig is rent, because this is what it would cost the person if they rented this thing. And look, right above here, there's a 14-card 4090 rig that is unavailable. 14 card. He's charging almost $8.50 a day. So let's see here. So 55. What was that? 55 what? 55.34. Now I want to take the calculator and I want to see how much of a difference in profit is that, right? So let's do 55.34 divided by 360. That's 15 times more revenue. Just think about that. 15x. And like I said, your work isn't, your rig isn't always being used. It will be idle even though it is picked up and somebody is renting it. Just because it's rented doesn't mean that somebody's always using it. If you're a GPU miner, right, and from a ROI perspective, let's just throw some numbers in here, right? Let's do some numbers for what it's going to cost us to build these rigs. 22.5 to build that mining rig. I know you could build it way cheaper than that. You could buy used motherboards and all kinds of other shit. But okay, we'll just say it's 22,000. Yeah, we'll say it's 22,500. Maybe you had to pay extra for a couple video cards, right? We'll say 22,500, right, for the mining rig. And this is just based on revenue. This isn't based on profits, okay? Because the profits are going to be even worse when it comes to GPU mining. So we're going to take the 22,500, and we're going to divide it by the $360 of revenue. Even though that's like this is like I can't do like the profitability for Vast because you would have to test for how much power and everything like that. But we're just going to do it strictly from a revenue perspective. Let's say you had free power, free internet, and it costed you nothing, right? We're just doing it from that perspective. So $360 in revenue, okay? It's going to take you, because that's how much you're generating in a month. It's going to take you 62.5 months to pay this off, right? Because this $360 up here is what you make per month, not per day, per month for mining. So it would take 62.5 months to pay this rig off. So you're looking about 5 years. That's about how long it's going to take you to just break even on your money, just to get what you paid for everything and get it all back. It's not even you even making money. So for 5 years you ain't making nothing. You ain't making crap. All right. Now let's do the vast AI rig. So we're gonna do a 12 card vast rig is probably gonna run you. Let's just say it costs you $50K for all the epic, for 2 epic servers, because maybe I don't know ones that's gonna fit 12 4090s, but you could definitely fit 6 into 2, right? So let's just say it costed us $50K all in to build these 12 card rigs. You could build them way cheaper than that for Vast. You could put them on open air and do the riser cable thing and all that other junk. But let's just say we spent another 29 grand on building this rig. We'll say 50K. 50,000. Okay, I want to divide it by the 5,534. 5,534. It's going to take me less than a year to get my money back. Just from a revenue standpoint. 9 months. This is just based on revenue. We're not doing profits. It would probably take longer with profits. We would have to calculate the power and the internet and all that other stuff. But we're just using some rough numbers here. But I'm just trying to show you guys the difference between doing the AI marketplace and doing mining. For this reason alone, GPU miners, I'm not saying people shouldn't GPU mine anymore, but this could be a great alternative for you because 1, you'll be able to pay off your equipment faster, and 2, you'll be able to make more fiat, and this way you can go buy the coins that you want to support, right? If you want to support Flux, if you want to support Raven coin, if you want to buy a billion Meow coin or whatever you wanted to do with, your profit from this, from Vast AI, you could do whatever you saw fit, right? This could get you way more coins than mining would ever produce. So it's a way for you guys to pay off equipment faster and accumulate even more coins than ever before. This is something that I'm really trying to calculate numbers, and I'm trying to calculate how I want to proceed with my own GPU mining farm moving forward. Ethereum mining was great. People made great money. Do I think it will ever come back to that? That's a question that I ask myself every day. And we have something that's even better than Ethereum mining, and that's going to be vast AI. Tell me where you can build a rig that's under a year to ROI right now in anything. It doesn't exist in any kind of mining. unless you get one of those magic China boxes before anybody else and you get it the exact day, right then and there on that first shipment, and you start mining. Then you're making great money, but you're not going to be under that year because as the months progress, the China box makes less and less. So that's the issue with this. So anyways, guys, this is my video on Vast. This is where I'm starting to lean on. This is where I'm starting to go towards. I wouldn't ever get rid of all of my mining equipment. I would still keep some of my mining equipment, but I'm thinking about diversifying my portfolio because I am heavily invested in GPU mining. So to me, it's just like, it's just diverting it to something else. You know, we talked about this, everybody did in the very beginning of the Ethereum merge, about how to diversify your portfolio. This right here is bear market proof. These people are making real money right now doing this. This is bear market proof. So this is something to consider being a GPU miner. All right, guys, this is the Money King giving you the most hashes, and I'll see you next time.